The Asia Cup 2023 has begun today with the opening game between Pakistan and Nepal in Multan. But all eyes are 3 days later. All eyes will be on this big ticket clash, India versus Pakistan in Palakele. September 2 is a massive date when you have to look at both India and Pakistan, and in this tournament, especially when you have to look at the road to the World Cup preparation. However, India versus Pakistan is the blockbuster and many fans are glued and the anticipation is high from the stadium to broadcasters to everybody on social media. But there is a major problem for India versus Pakistan on September 2, and that is rain. There is a massive rain threat on September 2 in Palakele. And remember, this could change every hour, every day at this point. I have just done all the snapshots and of the weather applications today. It could change on the 31st, it could change on the 1st, it could change on the 2nd. But remember, the weather forecast that has been done today, most likely when it happens in Sri Lanka, it could change or it could remain consistent. It all depends upon the weather at this point in time. Now remember, there is a huge rain threat on September 2 right from afternoon till evening, and this we could even see a washout in place. But remember, there were similar rain threats even for the Pakistan versus England game in Melbourne, but it didn't rain. There were similar rain threats on several other occasions, but at that time in Ireland it proved to be accurate. Here in Sri Lanka it necessarily might not be the case. So what is the weather situation like on September 2 when it comes to India versus Pakistan? Remember, it is a Saturday, it's going to be a blockbuster day, the start of the weekend. You would want an India versus Pakistan clash. Shaheen, Naseem, Haris Rauf, Mohammad Awaz, Shadab, all bowling to the brilliance of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul and all. Well, apparently if you look at it, this is the weather forecast. If you look, the image credit is AccuWeather, that's where all the screenshots have been taken. 24 degrees, real feel of 28, real feel share 27, but look at it. The dew point humidity is 94%, probability of precipitation is 75%. Cloud cover will be 97%. So that is why Palakele 75% chances are very high that it could rain. But remember, 94% is the overall chance, but 94% could be 94% of Palakele. 6% maybe the stadium is excluded in that. The official thing in that is 75% chances of rain. That's the probability, but that probability could change. Remember, this is the afternoon period. What is the situation for the evening period? If you want a truncated game, the humidity is going to be 99%, probability of precipitation is 67%. And this is not heavy rain, it is steady rain, which means there might be no wind despite it being in a rain shadow area. There might not be that much of wind to blow the clouds away. So that's why Kandy and Palakele, that's where you're going to see most of the rain on September 2. And remember, tomorrow we may get an indication of how the weather is in Palakele, because remember, the first game in Sri Lanka, that's also going to happen tomorrow. Now, September 31 also, and on August 31 and September 1 also, the weather isn't all that great in Palakele. Now, here one would be hoping that on September 2, the rain stays away and we have a good India versus Pakistan encounter, because remember, the tournament will only be alive if India versus Pakistan clash is really good. And for the World Cup prospects as well, looking at it, this match is very important. So 75% probability of rain in the afternoon session, 67% probability in the evening. And remember, if it continues to rain in this manner, the chances of a washout increase. But remember, Palakele, the ground is covered entirely and the chances of a wet outfield stopping play is very minimal. Sri Lanka's ground staff are one of the best in the world when you have to look at rain and how to protect the outfield. So for a game to start, the rain has to stop. So that is the simple equation in Sri Lanka. Once the rain stops, 15 to 20 minutes, you can get action. And that's why salute to the ground staff, but we have to hope that the rain totally stays away. India versus Pakistan really has a major rain threat on September 2. Now, everybody will say why the games have to be played in Sri Lanka when the monsoon is retreating. But remember, India had to play in Sri Lanka because the government did not give them permission to go to Pakistan. So that's why all of India's games will be in Palakkele and Colombo. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Thank you.